So, last time we were on chat, we discussed vloggers, the Ingham family, and their new merchandise, which was a recreation of their baby.
I know, I did go to the hospital not long after that.
So, several of their rabid, soft-minded fans tried having a pop at us on YouTube.
Great.
I don't know if you saw the comments.
Yeah, I saw some of them.
I'll get one of them up now. Quite funny, actually. And one of them tagged us in a video they made on Instagram. Just tagged us in it, and it was just like, we'll always support the Ingham family. And now we're just, our dead Instagram page that we never use has now just got that tagged on it. Bizarre. I like it though.
It is so funny how some people feel the need to stand up for such arbitrary things in life. I've seen a lot of film critics on Twitter who have been like, I've received death threats and stuff because I gave the new Tarantino film not very good reviews. It's like a film critic goes, well, actually, I didn't think that much of it. Why would you think to tell them that they're wrong?
Why can't you just like it? Why do other people have to like it as well? That's what
Except with this, you're not allowed to like this. You're not allowed to like someone's plaster cast baby.
If you like the drivel that they put on the channel or whatever, that's fine. But we
don't
were just
buy
saying,
their baby.
we were just saying, yeah, this is an odd thing to do. So Dr. 12 said this video was
what? Sorry, it's an odd thing to buy someone else's baby, is it?
Dr. 12, whatever that means. This video was pointless, and this is the reason your podcast channel is failing. Ironically,
no, it's not.
Giving us
there are many reasons. That is not it. Poor output quality, bad items.
I should admit that I did go undercover with my pseudonyms and reply to these people pretending to be on their
Darren
side.
Collins?
No, not Darren Collins. Doreen Godkin replied to this people saying, I know it's disgusting. I've tried calling the police, but they were no help. I was just trying to freak them out, and it actually worked for me. And then someone called Ingham Wonders. So, you know, the unbiased opinion of someone who has someone who's not their own family as their name. What was the point in this video? I feel that was quite clear.
To be fair, regardless of whether you enjoyed it or not, we outlined right at the start what we were talking about.
This is Vloggers Gone Wild. This is when we look at vloggers who have gone wild and shot their spouse.
Yeah.
Or occasionally other things.
Moulded their baby.
What was the point in this video? The Inghams have been teamed up with Mary Shortall for a long time now, and I think what they've done is exciting. Great, but you're a weirdo. Several people have already bought the doll of Jace, and they're not overpricing him because it's the same amount as any other doll that realistic, so I don't see your problem. Our problem is not cool to sell merchandise to a child audience that costs that much.
Yeah.
You weirdo. And people buying it is not a sign that it's okay.
No, not really.
If people want the doll of Jace, they can buy it. We know. And
it's on sale.
And if you don't like it, then don't buy it. We clearly said we were going to buy it because you get invited to a tea party.
We want access to the tea party.
Yeah, we want one.
We want guest list.
If you don't like it, then know that. Also, Esme with a little aspertive on the E. Did actually design that. It was on the vlog once. Okay, we didn't say they didn't design it. We said she did it under duress. I don't see your problem with this doll. I feel like we covered that across the 20-minute video.
We made that abundantly clear.
Also, they were able to make it look so similar to Jace by using a picture and details, like they do with them celebrity mannequins.
Don't agree with those either. I agree even less with the fact that it's a baby. And there is no possible form of consent there whatsoever.
We'll come to this later, but we don't actually think they dipped it in like formaldehyde or whatever.
No.
To get the right. We were being facetious.
It's what we do.
Our lack of understanding,
and that's what makes our podcast fail.
Our lack of understanding.
Thank you.
Our lack of understanding was almost comical in a way. Almost, almost. If you try really hard, if you squint. Why are you so quick to assume rubbish? We assumed it's rubbish because it is. This video is absolutely pointless. Again, as you touched on earlier, waste of time, pointless. Commenting, saying that on something is a little bit ironic.
Yep.
So then I replied from someone called Anne Colburn, who's got a picture of Ed Sheeran saying, "I know, hun, I agree. Do you like Ed Sheeran?" And then this person replied saying, "Why do you ask? ... And then for some reason, my reply from Anne Colburn, I was saying, because I was reply saying, "I just wanted to know if we have anything else in common, lol. Do you have Facebook?" And then just try and freak this person out. But for some reason that reply wouldn't post, which was annoying.
Do you have Facebook?
And then, which
You are an idiot.
it was disappointing. Never mind. So that was the comments we received on our post. The Ingham family also posted a response, which I actually think there were some weird specifics in it that I think they've seen our video.
Go on.
Or had it drawn to their attention. Well, I mean, it's like half an hour long or whatever.
Yeah.
It's called, all caps, "Selling our baby, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark." So they are questioning and exclaiming that statement, Jack. Not once, but twice each.
Fascinating.
Everything wrong with social media, ... I've got a few clips from it. In your own time, if you'd like to go through it, you can see the bits that I think are definitely referring to us. There's also some bits about people slagging them off what they look like and having a go at their kids, which is not what we did or something we would endorse, I don't think, unless in an emergency. So here's the first clip. This is just a very brief thing. I just want to say, "He who is without sin, cast the first stone."
It's crazy that people would much rather watch a video about some big scandal or some big drama ripping someone's life apart than watching something carefree and happy and positive. It's like one huge game of Chinese whispers.
Chinese whispers is a racist phrase.
Yep, very
wondering at
racist, actually.
It's based on the antiquated idea that Chinese people are unintelligible when they speak.
Yep.
So you're a racist and you clone your baby. That's just a quick thing to kick off. Just wanted to cover that. And
I can only imagine that there will be... What would you call their followers? Inghamites?
Ingham Hawks.
Ingmies?
Ingmies, yeah.
Yeah. Some Ingmies that are going to say, well, they didn't know that was racist, so what do you expect from them? And to counteract that, just, on the podcast, they should know, and they should educate themselves and not spend their times making moulds of their baby for profit.
They've actually had a business relationship with Enoch Powell for quite a while, so it's actually really not cool for you to say that. It's normal.
Norris McWhirter has actually endorsed the baby.
For one of those lovely hooded shawls that are white with the eye holes and nothing else.
The eye holes are actually so you can see the baby's eyes.
That's actually a reasonable price for one of them. And if we want to buy...
It's made from real cloth.
If we want to buy a burning cross, then let us. If you don't want to buy it, then don't. This video was pointless.
It's actually only burning so it lights up, so I don't see how that's racist. Chinese whispers.
Okay.
Good God.
Anyway, another clip. Just clarifying a few points. Yeah.
It's actually a really positive thing.
So this is where a small few, including journalists right now, are getting it completely twisted. So this is that baby reborn Jace doll. This is the exact doll that people will receive if you buy a baby Jace doll. It's absolutely beautiful. It's incredible. Extremely well made. Very well hand painted. But it is not a mimic or a copy or a mould of our baby boy Jace.
It's not his face. It's not a mould of his body. It's not a mould of his hands. It's not a mould of his head.
It's not even...
Nothing.
No.
It's just a baby reborn doll that we have got, and we've teamed up with Mary Shortall to represent the
Jace.
birth of our baby boy Jace. When Jace was 2 weeks old, we went into Mary Shortall, as we just said. They've become really good friends of ours. We went in there to welcome Jace to her and show the baby off, etc, etc. And obviously our girls love the shop, so they had a good look around. And this baby reborn that we've got right here has been hand painted to represent what Jace looked like at the first time we took him to Mary Shortall. So it's a representation of what he looked like at 2 weeks old. But that does not mean that it has been a mould of him or a replica of him or a carbon copy of it,
No
of him, or
moulding's been
anything
done.
like that.
No moulding.
It's just a standard baby reborn that has been hand painted beautifully in the Mary Shortall shop to represent what Jace looked like at 2 weeks old. As in, it has fine blonde hair painted, because Jace had fine and still has fine blonde hair. And the little eyebrows, the eyelashes have all been done to represent what Jace looked like. If you take off the onesie, you will see that this is not a mould of Jace's body. This is not a mould of our baby boy. This is a normal, beautiful baby reborn doll.
I'm glad they cleared that up, because it's not actually a replica, Jack, of their
Right.
baby, in case you're wondering. I think they might have missed the point here. I don't think we or anyone else commenting were saying they were selling clones of their baby that you can then grow up and grow to adulthood and carry on their life. Have your very own Ingham in the basement, chained to the wall. I think
It's not. It's not crazy, and it's not anything bad, because it's been lovingly made. You can get little uniforms of it that have been beautifully handcrafted by Hugo Boss.
who did do the uniforms for the Nazis,
But-
which is fine. But a lot of people like uniforms. If you don't want to buy the Nazi uniform, don't
That's
buy
fine,
them.
don't buy it, that's
fine,
alright. But you can't blame us just because we're working with Nazis. That's not our fault. What was the point? What was the point that she was making? That okay, so it's not a direct mould of the baby. I don't think anyone was quite that stupid
As
to think
little-
that they'd dipped a baby in any kind of.
Yeah, as little as we
plaster
think of them, we
or-
didn't think the baby was injection moulded.
No, I didn't think that. I didn't think that they'd been used in one of those. Do you remember in design tech at school, you would have to make something out of that moulded plastic, and you had to use a hot press.
Injection moulding.
Is that what injection
It
moulding
was
is?
indeed. Yeah.
I didn't think that they'd put a baby in one of those.
Oh, see, I did. So I'm glad they cleared that up.
I don't think that was ever the problem. I think, certainly, from my point of view, the problem was a bit more, should you need to sell anything that looks like your baby for profit? And I understand that a lot of love may have gone into painting the eyelashes on.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, though?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I thought it was mayo. Yeah, I know, you're right. The thing, they think people are saying you shouldn't, I don't know, clone your baby in a lab and then sell the clones. Whereas we're saying it's creepy and weird to sell a lifelike replica of your child to strangers, especially when the child can't give any form of consent whatsoever for this happening.
Yeah.
Because it's a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just one final point I wanted to make. This is more largely about their channel, but it covers on some points that I think are quite interesting. Baby Jess.
Also, not that it's anybody else's business, but any profit we make from the sales of this baby Jace doll goes into Jace's fund that we set up for him before he was even born, and it will be there for him when he turns 18 in the same way that we have for the 3 girls. And that's no one's business what we do with our money, but I am just going to put that out there because it's so frustrating and so irritating when we constantly hear, this is not just aimed at us, it's aimed at all family vloggers. You guys are using your children for money. It's disgusting how parents use their kids for money. That is so unbelievably far from the truth. We have been incredibly lucky. We've worked hard and we've been given an opportunity that is so rare to come by. The profits that we make, or the money that we make from doing this, which is our job, not that it's anyone else's business, but I will say again, does not go on things that benefit me and Chris. Do you see us flying off on luxury holidays business class? Do you see me buying expensive bags or designer shoes? No. Do you see Chris buying all the latest top class gadgets or sports cars? No. All of our money, all the money that we make goes to, number 1, family holidays, making memories with our children whilst we can. Number 2, and the biggest part of our money, putting the girls in a really, really, really good school, which we believe will benefit them. And the rest of the money goes into trust funds for the girls and Jace for when they get older. So if when they turn 18, they decide they want to go to university, they'll have a little nest egg set aside. If they don't want to go to university, their driving lessons and their first car or a flat or anything like that. We're not using our children for money. We've encountered a really, really awesome opportunity to give our children a really good life, to give ourselves a good life, and to give the children a good nest egg for when they might need it when they turn 18. And I also want to add on this part that our children are made to do nothing. Ever. We never, ever, ever force our children to do anything. When we film something, we ask them, is it okay to film this? And then when it's filmed, we'll say, can we use that for YouTube? Or should it be saved for our own memories? 9 times out of 10, the girls will say, put it on YouTube. And if by chance they do say, can we just keep that for our own memories? It's kept for our own memories. But most of the time, and this is really, really, really important, most of the time, the girls come over to us and say, can I have a camera? There's something I really want to vlog. This is not us forcing our children to do something for our own gain. This is us making the most of an opportunity that we feel we've been given and we want to make the most of.
I've been thinking maybe we should keep this podcast for our own memories.
Well, I mean, it essentially is.
I think that is how memories work in it. You don't remember anything unless it's filmed or recorded or something. I think.
No.
Yeah. It's also good that we now trust children as young as 7 to make their own decisions about literally anything without asking about it.
Absolutely.
It's not like they could have learnt this vlogging stuff from their self-absorbed parents or anything like that. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a funny little world we live in, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
I hate it.
Yeah, I've often thought that we should just,
Kill everyone.
No, I just think that we don't allow children to just take time out of school to do what they want in term time. But why don't we just ask them? Just ask a child, do you actually want to be at school? Yeah. Do you want to have an education, or would you just rather film yourself looking like a mentalist?
Do you want to do maths, or would you rather just eat that crayon?
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. Self-explore on your own.
Do you want to go to school, or do you want to start working in a factory now?
Yeah.
Because you could. Yeah, that'd be alright. If that's what you want to do, that's fine.
Of course it is.
Children should be allowed to make their own decisions. Aren't they adults, after all?
Do you want swimming lessons, or do you just want to work it out for yourself in the Atlantic? Go for it, kids.
I'm really struggling to see any of the points that she's making about any of this.
Well, unfortunately, they stopped comments because Anne Colburn and Doreen
promoting a healthy discussion about whether or not you should sell your baby.
Promoting a very healthy, one-sided discussion. Yeah.
A lot of people have been criticising us for this, but we don't want to hear it anymore. Buy the doll or don't buy the doll, right? It's that simple, okay? Give us money or don't give us money, okay? But don't complain when we film our children, because we have asked them.
There's a bit at the beginning where they go...
That's the bit that I don't understand how people don't think that that's mental.
I know. Well, there's a bit at the beginning where they go, we've had so much negative press, all these comments, they've been really hurtful. Actual mainstream press and commenters have just been saying horrendous stuff, and the bloke goes, it's been great publicity for the doll. It's like, you've just done yourself there, mate. You're like an idiot. That is literally all you care about.
Money.
Yeah,
delicious money.
I know. And they keep saying, there's a bit where they go, oh, it's paying for our children to go to private school. We don't buy sports cars or nothing. It's just for our kids. It's like, yeah, but that's still offsetting the cost of the rest of your life, yeah. Money, moron. No, that's just staying there. We will never buy food with that. We just sit at the table looking longingly as our children stuff their faces with edamame beans. What a bunch.